In the Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. Today I'm here to hit you with some info. Then it came across my wire, some shit that I'm excited about. A few different fights that I'm excited about. The first one is Clarissa Shields. I'm following up on the Clarissa Shields story. She was supposed to fight in January, but the UK had that little time where they was pushing fights back, canceling fights, and all that good stuff. So she wanted the fights that got canceled, pushed back type deal. So Clarissa Shields fight got pushed back to February 5th. It's going to be a pay-per-view event on Fight TV over there in the UK. She signed her new $1 million deal with Boxer over there in the UK. So her first fight is going to be February 5th. I will be throwing a fight party for it. That'll be, in about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So in 2 weeks, we can be looking out, for the quote to get back in action. And then we got Joe Smith Jr., Arthur Berterviev. This has been a fight, that's been being talked about for years now. You know what I mean? At 175, big fight at 175, unification fight at 175. Two of the three best guys at 175. Bivol, Berterviev, Joe Smith. Then you go Zerto type deal. However you want to cut it. But Joe Smith and Berterviev are in talks. Like, when I say they are in talks, this is no cap, no fabrication. Like, this is a real thing. This fight might fuck around and happen next for both of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that Joe Smith Jr. Berterviev fight. That's a real thing. And two guys that you might not know. I'm going to read the article that I got this particular thing from. Shout out to my guy C Wood. Glad you can make it on this good morning, C Wood. I'm on here. I'm on this motherfucker. Dropping the info early morning T. You know what I mean? But yeah, Joy Dawejko and Stephen Shaw, two prospects are set to battle within the next up and coming month. I think I'm going to read the article I got it from, but these two people that you might not know, I know you might know the first two, Clarissa Shields and Joe Smith Jr., Arthur Berterviev, but Joy Dawejko and Stephen Shaw, you might know Joy Dawejko. Joy Dawejko was being pushed as one of those up and coming American prospects. He took a couple of losses, and now he's just kind of one of those names who's not big in America, but we know him when you heard him, Joy Dawejko. Oh yeah, I know Joy Dawejko, the ball dude. He one of those guys. And Stephen Shaw is a guy that you might not know at all, but let me tell you this: Stephen Shaw is a guy that you might want to get familiar with because Joy Dawejko was one of those guys who was pushed in America. Shout out to Joy Dawejko, good fighter. But Stephen Shaw was one of those guys who wasn't pushed, in America by any, company. And he ended up falling by the wayside. Interesting story with Stephen Shaw and Joy Dawejko. Joy Dawejko was with the PBC, and so was Stephen Shaw. Stephen Shaw said himself that the PBC was trying to set up a fight between him and Joy Dawejko when Stephen Shaw was like 7-0, 8-0. And Stephen Shaw said, no, not just yet. Let me get a couple more fights, and then, I'll fight Joy. But long story short, PBC ended up letting Stephen Shaw go. Stephen Shaw ended up signing with Top Rank. And then, years later, Joy Dawejko took them losses or whatsoever. Joy Dawejko with Top Rank. And now we get Stephen Shaw versus Joy Dawejko. So these two have a little history, between them, Stephen Shaw and Joy Dawejko. I'm going to read the article about Stephen Shaw and Joy Dawejko because I know these two are probably the guys that people won't know on this particular live stream. So I'm going to read the info of these of the fight between Shaw and Joy Dawejko. I'm pretty sure y'all might be familiar with Joy Dawejko. None of y'all too familiar with Stephen Shaw. But Stephen Shaw is an undefeated American fighter. Boxing thing, Stephen Shaw versus Joy Dawejko to me on Martinez Coin Sankow undercard. So Martinez is fighting Coin Sankow as well. He said Top Rank has added an interesting heavyweight fight in this mix of Xavier Robson Konsenko. Xavier Martinez versus Robson Konsenko Saturday night. So this Saturday, Stephen Shaw will be fighting, on the Top Rank ESPN card. So be on the lookout for that. He said boxing scene has learned that unbeaten heavyweight prospect Stephen Shaw will oppose Joy Dawejko in the 8th round that a headline the ESPN Plus portion of the undercard from the Hard Rock Casino Hotel in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Top Rank has signed Stephen Shaw, who is promoted by DeBella Entertainment to a multi-year co-promotional agreement. The 29-year-old Shaw most recently knocked out Nick Davis in the first round, August 27th, in Plant City, Florida. The St. Louis native has shown some promise, but the 6'4" Shaw's career has progressed pretty slowly since he's made his pro debut in 2017. The typically dual Joy Dawejko was knocked out by hard-hitting Kazakh southpaw Kasabusi in the second round of his last bout, which took place in Hamburg, Germany. Philadelphia's Dawejko had been beaten inside the distance just twice during his 12-year career. He has fought former IBF champion Charles Martin, who stopped him after 4 rounds, and has gone 10 rounds the distance to former or current contenders Omar Mosso, Brian Jennings, Adriel Fetzo, Sergio Camis, Frank Sanchez, and more along the way. Early morning tea pop. Martinez, 130-pounder from Sacramento, will make his top-ranked debut versus Robson Corn Sinkout. But yeah, I just wanted to hit y'all with that Stephen Shaw. Stephen Shaw is newly signed to Top Rank, used to be signed to PBC. He's about to fight Joy Dawejko. He's about to headline the ESPN Plus card this weekend, y'all. So y'all know we gonna be calling the ESPN card. We call every fight every weekend, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get Top Rank to come through this motherfucker and throw them tools up at me. You know what I mean? But we having Joy Dawejko fight Stephen Shaw this weekend to headline the Top Rank card. And I'm excited for it. Stephen Shaw is one of those prospects that, you know, not many people know about. But if you need to know, there's one of those guys that you should know about. You know what I mean? Stephen Shaw. Shout out to my guy, Ricky Williams. Appreciate y'all sliding through this junk this morning. See Wood, my guy, Papa Lot, my guy, Ricky. I'm just on here, you know, giving you the early morning tea. What I said was, from now on, I'm going in. I'm putting in my grind. I'm going overtime. I'm trying to be on my grind like Blue Blood Sports TV. Now, I'm be coming in, giving y'all these videos. You know what's, you know, what and what not. Giving y'all these live streams. I'm gonna be giving y'all the information while I be on the live stream. You know what I mean? What I said was I'm gonna start doing my streams. They're gonna be informational streams. You know, I told you about the Clarissa fight, telling you about the Berterviev Joe Smith fight, and the fight this weekend. Shaw, you know, Dawejko. So I'm just putting our eyes on up and coming fights, you know, that's coming type deal. But yeah, I'm excited about the Stephen Shaw fight. I think Stephen Shaw being with Top Rank is perfect for Stephen Shaw, especially since he's already been with the PBC once and it didn't work out for him. Stephen Shaw is 29 years old. He's about to get in front of these free TVs, these ESPN Pluses that we love so much. I watch ESPN Plus every day as far as basketball, football, all that good shit, boxing on my phone, watch it every day. I'm gambling. That's why I'm up this morning, y'all, because I'm gambling. I'm betting on overseas basketball right now. But guess what? I watch, you know, my stat line and shit from ESPN, you know what I mean? So I think with him finally getting on this free TV, you know what I mean, versus a guy like Joy Dawejko, and I think he's going to stop Joy Dawejko. Joy Dawejko has had, 31 fights and been stopped twice. So to stop Joy Dawejko ain't, you know, just something that ain't nothing just something that you sneeze at. Hold on, I'm going to get my lighter. Stopping Joy Dawejko ain't just something that you sneeze at. You know what I mean? Joy Dawejko only been stopped twice in his career. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for Stephen Shaw. To be real with you, I didn't even know. I ain't winning, Ricky. I won one bet. I won one bet for $200, but I ain't winning $1 million bet, Ricky. I won a $200 bet, Ricky. I ain't winning $1 million bet. Yeah, shout out my guy Ricky Williams. So yeah, I think this is probably the biggest fight. Probably the biggest fight for Stephen Shaw in his career so far. And I think he's gonna take full advantage of it, because I think if he knocks out this guy, you know, on this ESPN Plus card, I think eventually we're going to get that Stephen Shaw versus maybe we're going to get that Stephen Shaw versus, maybe Big Baby Anderson fight somewhere down the road. Or we might get that Stephen Shaw, versus Tyson Fury fight somewhere down the road. You know what I mean? With him being on Top Rank. I think if you're a Top Rank heavyweight right now, things are looking up for you. F.A. Jogba left the PBC and went to Top Rank. Stephen Shaw could fight, if Ed Jog. Stephen Shaw got a lot of options over there with Top Rank being in the heavyweight mix. If I'm not if I'm not mistaken, he left PBC about maybe a year or so ago, and he kind of like been in the mix. And then he told us on the recent interview that he's not 100% signed with Top Rank yet, but he does have a fight coming up. But that's also the same thing that Johnny Rice said about PBC before his Michael Cowell fight, that he wasn't signed with the PBC, but he had a fight coming up. But we all know how these things go. You go in there, you handle your business, you win the fight. Of course, they're going to call you back for another fight. Of course, they're going to bring you back in for another fight. So I think Stephen Shaw is pretty much as good as gold over there in Top Rank. I don't see George Dawejko being able to beat Stephen Shaw. See Stephen Shaw actually putting on the show. I got Stephen Shaw by knockout. I'm excited to see it. Another fight I'm excited to see is Clarissa Shields. She's fighting her first card. He's fighting her first event, her first card after signing with Boxer over there in the UK. This is not a title fight, but I think this is going to lead to a title fight. The danger with Clarissa Shields is Clarissa Shields being a high-ranked athlete, I feel like over there in the UK, there's a lot of PED use going on. The testing is not as serious as it is over here. You know what I mean? So with Clarissa Shields fighting over there, if she decides to fight somebody not in the top 10, not in the top 15, they don't necessarily have to, take a drug test or something like that over there. And that's my only concern over there. I know a lot of those guys over there are using steroids. This just even if it's not true, that's the stigma around UK boxing that a lot of steroid usage is going on over there type deal. And I'm a little worried for Clarissa Shields on that aspect. But steroids or no steroids, I don't think no woman in the world could be the Clarissa Shields. I just think she's too good, too skilled, and all that good stuff. You could be strong. Steroids can make you stronger and all that shit, but steroids can't give you skill. And Clarissa Shields might be the most skilled lady I ever seen pick up a pair of boxing gloves. Her and Wolf. Some people say Lila Ali, but that's debatable. But her and Ann Wolf, I feel like two best women ever in the world. So I think Clarissa Shields is going to be okay. But what I will say is I hate that Clarissa Shields had to even go over there to the UK, to make a name for herself. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm excited to see her. I'm excited to see her in action. I'm finna go get my light and I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna tell y'all about Clarissa Shields' fight, who she fighting, give y'all my thoughts and breakdown on it. I want to start with Joy Dawejko them fight, and then I'm gonna get into Joe Smith Jr. fight. But I'm finna go do my lighter real quick. I'm gonna be here for a minute too, by the way. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm posted. Just to let y'all know, I'm posted. Just to let y'all know. He said, "Yeah, man, the U.S. is a threat. U.S." He said, "Yeah, man, the U.S. treat their own like trash." Oh yeah, you talking about that Clarissa Shields shit? Yeah, they do, man. The UK taking better care of Shields than we ever have. They gave that girl $1 million. She got her $1 million. Now she earned $1 million over here in the US, but she got her first lump sum $1 million from the UK. And she shouldn't have had to do that, especially being a motherfucking 2-time Olympic champion and a motherfucking 2-time undisputed champion. You know what I mean? Don't make much sense. Right. Go away. I'm out of banner to another day. All right, okay, I'm back in the building. I'm back in the building. All right, I'm back in the building. We finna get into this. We finna get into this Shields fight on the fifth. Now I just hit you with the Joy Dawejko versus Stephen Shaw fight this weekend. That fight this weekend, Joy Dawejko versus Stephen Shaw. I'm gonna be putting Stephen Shaw in my headliner too as well this weekend. But we do got some fights this weekend. Joy Dawejko and Stephen Shaw. I'm finna get into the. And hit y'all with the Clarissa Shields fight info real quick. Just give me a little second to get to it. Glad y'all good folks could make it. Again, y'all putting. I'm stealing big. I'm gambling. That's why I'm up to right now. I bet on some overseas games. The China games and kicked off right now, so I'm watching that jump. When I'm finna hit y'all with this Clarissa Shields fight info news. She fighting fifth. She fighting February 5th. I forgot the girl's name, the woman's name. So I'm about to go to it right now, so I could do it the right way. Let me fight these blunt so I can do it the right way. Again, I appreciate all y'all good folks sliding through this. If y'all could do your boy a favor, hit that like button this great morning. If y'all come on, when y'all slide on in, can y'all slide on in and hit that like button for your brother? We'll greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. They gonna have also Tiger Johnson. Also, Tiger Johnson gonna be on the fight card this weekend too. Tiger Johnson. Shields is fighting on the Eubank Williams is fighting on the Clarissa Shields card. You got Clarissa Shields versus Kozan. You got Clarissa Shields versus Ema Kozan for the middleweight undisputed title. So you got Shields versus Kozan, Shields versus Kozan, Shields versus Kozan for the undisputed middleweight title. So that'll be 160. I know Shields is undisputed at 154 and then 160. I know light middleweight is 154 and middleweight is 160. So Shields defending her 160-pound belt. I'm looking for that article. Here it is. This is Emma Kozan. Emma Kozan said, "I show the world how tough I am," versus Clarissa Shields. This is the article I want to read. They fight February 5th. Undefeated contender Emma Kozan, opponent of Clarissa Shields, has worked her way into position as the mandatory challenger for the WBC, WBA, IBF middleweight world champion Clarissa Shields, and she has looked to earn her historic win for her native Slovenia. So Clarissa Shields is fighting Emma Kozan from Slovenia when she challenges Shields Saturday, February 5th from Cardiff Walls. Available live on pay-per-view in the US and in Canada. Kozan on Clarissa Shields. This will be a historic win for myself and my country. Clarissa certainly has a good reputation, is one of the greatest female boxers out there. And I don't feel any pressure because of who she is. I see it as a huge opportunity, as one that I can burden. The 23-year-old Kozan has worked her way up the rankings, earning 10-round unanimous decision victories over former world title challengers Maria Lindberg. I remember her. Chris Namas, don't know her. Most recently, Kozan stopped Raina Kevich, don't know her either, in 2 rounds in May 2001 as she awaited the Shields showdown. I have been preparing specifically for this fight more than half a year, and I've made a lot more progress as a fighter, said Kozan. I'm feeling ready, excited, and eager to show everything I've learned in this ring. So it sounds like this girl pretty game for Clarissa Shields. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sound like she ready. She look like she ready. I ain't gonna lie, she look like a little tough cookie. She look like a tough cookie. She look like a pit bull. Not disrespectful like people. Like I'm saying she look like a beast. Like she look like she can fight. Cause then we'll be looking to Sport Shields UK debut as a professional on February 5th. And I think that UK debut, man, I think they're saying a lot because I'm a little worried about that. I'm gonna tell y'all why after though. On February 5th, which not only make her world champion, but derail Shields' plans for a lucrative matchup in her next fight against the WBO middleweight champion Savannah Marshall. So Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall are planning to fight next. After this fight, they're both signed to the same promotional company. They're both signed to the same promotional company right now, Boxer, which is the whole reason that Clarissa Shields went over there anyway. You know what I mean? He said she trying to spoil the plans for Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall next fight for Undisputed. Yet the boxing fans can expect a good fight, said Kozan. I'm going to go in there and make this interesting for everyone who is watching. I will give everything I have like I always do and show the world how tough of a fighter I really am. I have a great team behind me, from my training to my technique to my coach to my strength coach. We have put emphasis on my regeneration, so I have been going weekly to do the hyperbaric chamber, cryotherapy, and biorenaissance. It's important for me to feel good so that I can give 100% when I train. I've also been on weight for more than a month now, so I can eat normally and I don't need to worry about losing weight before the fight. And that does make a big difference when you don't have to worry about losing weight before your fight and you can eat normally and have a natural weight loss instead of a forced one. I'm doing the same thing my goddamn self right now. That's why I started so early. Yeah, but this girl sound gang, you know what I mean? Undefeated fighter, just like Shields. The thing with Clarissa Shields, man, I think she's in a time where it's hard for her to necessarily find I think it's hard. It's hard for Clarissa Shields to find, her a good matchup. You know what I mean? We can say Clarissa Shields is the best fighter in the world. She this, she that. But it's hard to compare her to somebody else because there's really not another person right now that's boxing that's, on her level. In the UK, she has Savannah Marshall, but over here in America, her versus Savannah Marshall isn't really, that big. You know what I mean? In the UK, that's a major fight for. Over here, not so much for. Clarissa Shields is one of those women who kind of lacks. She lacks an opponent to help her be great. The kind of sad part, about Clarissa Shields, y'all, almost the best thing for her to do for her will be to damn near lose a fight, create a star, and then come back and beat the star. So it could be two stars in the sport of women's boxing. You know what I mean? She can't. I don't think there's an opponent that she could beat that's going to give her, the rank and the achievements and the love that she deserves. She deserves to be, one of the biggest athletes in America, biggest stars in America. That's what she deserves. Her story and her accomplishments type deal, right? But I don't think she has an opponent that'll be able to push her, to that level. What pushed Layla Ali to that level is, her last name being the Ali. You know what I mean? Shields just finding it just a little harder for her because she doesn't have that, that big time opponent, to go up there with her. You know what I mean? Because everybody she faces, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we could build up opponents for Clarissa Shields. We build up opponents for Clarissa Shields, build up opponents for Clarissa Shields, build up opponents for Clarissa Shields. But then when Clarissa Shields go in there, she sweeps the opponent. She makes it look easy, make it like it didn't happen, make it like the opponent didn't belong in the ring with her, make the opponent look trash, and we kind of forget about it. Kind of like Floyd Mayweather. It's the Floyd Mayweather thing going on. She go in there, she dominate them. We forget about the opponent. Don't give her no credit, but we remember the opponent. We remember the guys that the great people beat. But we forget that, before that the greats got in the ring with them, we were pushing those fighters as fighters able to stop these great people. But these great people went in there and dominated these fighters. And now we forget. For example, Clarissa Shields, I seen it before I was at this fight in the Atlantic City, New Jersey at the casino. Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer. Before that fight, they was building up Christina Hammer like, she was and she was. She was 9 years undefeated. She was 9 years undefeated. You know what I mean? She was stopping people. She looked indestructible. You know what I mean? Clarissa Shields went in there, undressed that girl. Didn't look close. The girl almost cried. Nobody said nothing about it. But before that, all I was hearing was the girl was gonna beat Clarissa Shields. She the greatest ever. She the real champion. She been a champion 9 years. Clarissa Shields can't beat her. She gonna give her a boxing legend. She gonna jab Clarissa Shields' head off. Clarissa Shields went in there and she undressed that girl. She made that fight look not close at all. But Clarissa Shields' biggest problem, I think, is she don't have that opponent. She doesn't have that opponent to help push her in the stardom. I almost think, and I think this is a sad case. To be real with you, I almost think the best thing for Clarissa Shields would damn near be to lose a fight, build the star, then come back and beat that fighter twice. You know what I mean? Or what Clarissa Shields should do, or like the next big thing for Clarissa Shields do, because she's not going to lose. She's not going to lose any of these fights. And with her continuing to win, we're not going to give anybody credit that she gets in the ring with, because, we're going to say, oh, well, the competition just don't stack up to Shields. So I think Shields either will have to lose a fight on purpose and then to build the star and then beat her, or Shields will have to just, like every month, just have Shields get in the ring and knock out a bum. Every month, just have Shields get in the ring and fight a bum. Just have a fight. Just have her let Shields fight 8 times a fucking year, which she kind of probably going to do anyway with boxing and MMA. But let Shields fight 8 times a year, and let's just make her the most consistent thing in the world, and that'll get attention. So let's have Shields fighting in motherfucking Michigan this week against a scrub. Let her knock the scrub out, let her beat the scrub up, and then have her the next 2 weeks, let her go fight in Ohio. Have her knock the scrub out, beat the scrub up. Then bring her down here to Houston. Let her fight a scrub in Houston the next month. Have her knock the scrub out. And then 2 weeks after she knocked that scrub out in Houston, take her down to Dallas, over to Dallas. Let her knock the scrub out later on that. Like with Clarissa, she just in a bad spot where she don't have an opponent to match her ability. She don't have an opponent to match her superstardom. She don't have an opponent to help, lift up the sport along with her. Shout out my guy DS. Appreciate you sliding through this, young fam. She don't have that opponent with her. You know what I mean? My bad. She don't have that opponent, to match her. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy T20. Glad you can make it. I'm in these done talking about, Clarissa Shields fight February 5th. You got Joe Smith Jr. and Berterviev in conversations. I can read that article for you too. You got Joe Smith Jr. and Berterviev in conversations, and you got Joy Dawejko. And Stephen Shaw set for this weekend. They'll be fighting Saturday, headlining the ESPN Plus card. And now we could get to Joe Smith. Now we can get to Joe Smith and Arthur Berterviev and that article I seen this morning. Yeah, shout out these. I'm up giving y'all this this information type shit, giving y'all this info. But yeah, this is a Boxing Saint article also. Said Berterviev trainer says Smith talks are ongoing in response to the claims of them ducking Joe Smith. He's an Australia Day tomorrow. Shout out Australia and Australia Day. It starts with Arthur Berterviev is on the same page as Joe Smith. Berterviev, the WBC IBF light heavyweight title holder from Russia, wants to unify the belt in the division as much as Joe Smith does. According to Mark Ramsey, Berterviev's longtime trainer. The 32-year-old Smith recently defended his title against the late replacement Steve Gerard at the Turner Stone Resort Casino Verona in New York. Smith stopped Gerard in the ninth round as he was doing the media rounds going into the fight, which was originally supposed to be features England's Callum Johnson as the challenger. Callum caught the COVID-19 disease. Smith told BoxingSang.com that he previously signed multiple contracts to fight Berterviev, but the Russian backed out of the fight 2 or 3 times. I didn't know that. So Joe Smith Jr. said Berterviev backed out of this fight about 2 or 3 times. Smith co-promoter Joe Dorati said after Smith fight's victory over Gerard that he's not going to sit around and wait forever on Berterviev to make a decision. The only title holder at 175, the only other title holder at 175 is Dmitry Bivol. But unlike Smith and Berterviev, who are aligned with Top Rank, Bivol is under contract with rival promoter Metro. Bivol Smith unification should theoretically be Berterviev Smith unification theoretically should be made easily. Ramsey said it's really funny how the reality of some is not that the same of others. Ramsey is Berterviev's trainer. We received only one call from Top Rank asking about our interest in the fight with Joe Smith at Madison Square Garden, and we told them we were interested and ready to listen to the offer. After that, they never contacted us about it. We didn't even have a chance to talk about the money. A month later, Top Rank contacted us to tell us that we had to defend our lightweight title against mandatory WBC contender Marcus Brown, which we did. The 37 Berterviev defeated Brown in the 9th round, December 17th. We recently had some discussions on this subject of fighting Smith, and if the terms of the offer are acceptable, our answer will be affirmative. Ramsey said, adding they want the Smith fight ASAP. Arthur is never the one to back away from a challenge. Right now, it's just a matter of negotiations. Arthur is never personal. The goal he sets for himself is to hold the other belts. That's all. Ramsey notes that Berterviev cut is healing on schedule. Arthur had received 40 days without contact, so he'll be cleared to resume contact in mid-February. They said that he's already back in training, though. So, this Joe Smith and Berterviev thing, been kind of ugly. Joe Smith said shit before his fight that, I said that I'll fight. He said I'll fight Berterviev, a while ago. And Berterviev camp is the people that turned the fight down. Berterviev said we was never offered a fight. They brought the fight to our attention, and we said, if it makes sense, we'll do it. But now what I'm hearing is that we probably going to get this fight, and I like when shit like this happen in boxing because it lets you easily see, like what's going on. And if we didn't know what's going on at first, we're about to know what's going on now because now you got Joe Smith's side saying that. We want to fight and we've been wanting to fight, and now you got Berterviev side saying that we never said we didn't want to fight and we want to fight. So now we got both sides saying we got to fight. So now is where we really lock in and start paying attention to see who really with the bullshit and who not. So now we have both fighters come on now with it and say, oh yeah, I want this fight. I want to do this. You know what I mean? So at this point, it's a wait and see game. I don't think either of these guys in this particular situation are ducking each other. I don't think either of the guys in this particular situation fear each other. You know what I mean? I respect both of these fighters, seen both of these fighters get down. Now I say this, Joe Smith last fight, he looked hella impressive. But his fight before last, I think Joe Smith, was kind of given a gift in that fight. I won't call it a robbery or nothing like that, but that was a close fight. And I think, the guy might have edged Joe Smith in that fight, but Joe Smith came back in his last fight, and he ended it with a knockout. Joe Smith was one of those guys, in my opinion. Can y'all do your boy a favor? Hit that like button for me when y'all slide through this joint. Joe Smith is one of those guys that kind of fights up or he kind of fights down to his competition. You know what I mean? So if he's fighting if he's fighting, a really good guy, he's going to fight up to that really good guy's level, and he's going to give you a really good fight. But if he's fighting a guy that we feel like Joe Smith's supposed to thrash and knock out, then sometimes Joe Smith will go in there and bullshit, and he'll let that guy get up with him on this level. You know what I mean? In his last fight, I will say this: he didn't let us down in that last fight. He beat that guy from pillar to post domination. Did it take him too long to get him up out of the 9 rounds? No, I ain't tripping on the 9 rounds. He got to do the powder. They had like heavyweight, those pretty big dudes. You know what I mean? Those dudes can bang. So, it is what it is. But he got him out of there. He did his job. Fight wasn't close at all. Shout out Joe Smith Jr. I think this would be perfect timing for Berterviev versus Joe Smith Jr. My first thought on the fight, just right now, when I think about it, Joe Smith, I'm not going to say he got condition problems, but Joe Smith kind of slows down when he fights as the fight goes on. Hasn't been stopped. There was times in the fight before last I thought he was about to be stopped, but Joe Smith ended up pulling through. Does Berterviev stop Joe Smith? I don't know, but I can see later on in the fight Joe Smith getting tired and Berterviev kind of having his way with him. I think if Joe Smith is able to catch Berterviev before all that, though, Berterviev might be able to stop. Joe Smith might be able to stop Berterviev if Joe Smith can catch Berterviev before the fight goes on too long. You know what I mean? Joe Smith, one of those guys, he has a lot of power. They're straight. They jab, they're straight. Got a lot of power. Berterviev is a guy who likes to walk forward. Joe Smith has a lot of reach and a lot of height on Berterviev. If I'm not mistaken, I think Joe Smith is about 6'1", 6'2", something like that. And Berterviev is about 5'10", 5'9", something like that. And I know he just beat Marcus Brown, but Joe Smith hits harder than Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown's a better pure boxer than Joe Smith, but Joe Smith is not going in there to pure box your ass. He's going there to knock your head off. You know what I mean? Joe Smith can box, though. Don't get me wrong, but that's not Joe Smith's job title. Joe Smith's job title is not to go in there and box you. That's not what he want to go in there and do. Not at all. That's not what he's aiming to go in there and do. You know what I mean? So I expect this to be a high power fight. To be real with you, I don't expect this fight to go the distance. I don't see this fight. If this fight goes the distance, that'll be a surprise to me, to be real with you. If Joe Smith versus Berterviev go the distance, I will be shocked because both of these guys throw leather, and goddamn, light heavyweight, these some big dudes. If you fighting at light heavyweight, pretty much you walking around over 200 pounds, almost, for the most part. You walking around over 200 pounds. You walking around over 200 pounds and you fight at light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So these some big dudes. And these big dudes that like to punch, and these big dudes that like to be in front of you when they punch, and these big dudes who ain't just moving out the way to where you can't hit them. Both these guys can be hit, Berterviev and Joe Smith. So I feel like somebody going to sleep, somebody getting put down in this fight. If you had to ask me a year ago who won this fight, I would say Berterviev easily. He slaughters Joe Smith. Slaughters him. If you ask me who wins this fight right after Joe Smith for what's the guy name? Velasquez or something like that. If you had to ask me who wins this fight right after that fight, I would say Berterviev slaughters Joe Smith. But after Berterviev last fight and after Joe Smith last fight, you know what I mean, how they looking, I think this fight is closer, you know what I mean? I think Berterviev is vulnerable in the sense, and I think Joe Smith is kind of closing the gap on his vulnerable problems, you know what I mean? Joe Smith is 32 years old, 31, something like that. In his prime, older guy, but in his prime, you know what I mean? Berterviev, though, was like 37. His prime was 3 years ago. You get what I'm saying? The end of his prime was about 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying Berterviev look more susceptible to shit at this point. And I'm going to tell you, I kind of think Joe might be able to get him. I think he might be able to get him. I can't go. I'm going to hold my pick. I'm going to hold my pick until they get close to the fight. But last year, I would have said Berterviev beats the hell out of Joe Smith. But this year, man, I don't know. Joe looked good his last fight. Joe, he didn't look like he gassed. He wasn't gassing. It was the ninth round. You know what I'm saying? It was the ninth round, eighth round. Joe Smith didn't look like he was gassing. I was impressed by that. I don't know. Berterviev showed me some shit against Marcus Brown that can be exposed. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy, Crush the Legend. Appreciate you sliding through this, John Crush. Shout out my guy, Crush the Legend. Marcus Brown showed me some shit against Berterviev that people could use to expose him. You know what I'm saying? So I think the gap just closed on this Joe Smith-Berterviev fight. If I had to fight shit, I might have had to fight 80-20 Berterviev, before these two last fights between these two guys. Now I might have it 60-40 Berterviev. You know what I mean? And it's still to be continued, as it get closer to them actually fighting, and as it get closer to, us getting a date on this thing, because again, this is not a date. They don't have a date. Clarissa Shield has a date. Stephen Shaw has a date as far as this Southern T goes. Joe Smith and Berterviev don't have a date, but they've been at it for a minute, for a couple years though. But they don't have a date, but we do get both these fighters word that they want to fight now. Joe Smith said, "Nigga, I tried to fight you 2-3 times. You've been in my head." But Berterviev said, "Nigga, we only heard about you wanting to fight one time, and we said, yeah, what the money like?" And nobody ever said nothing back. So you got this side saying this, you got that side saying this, and now it both came out recently this year already that both sides want to fight. So now my agenda is to get motherfucking Joe Smith versus Berterviev, just like my agenda is to get Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford. Just like my agenda was to get Canelo versus Jamal Charlo, and I got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do got fights I want to see out here. I do got some agendas that I want to see out here. Just like my agenda is to get Cool Boy Steph undisputed. You know what I mean? I do want to see that here. Just like my agenda is to get Unified undisputed at 160. That's my agenda also. I want undisputed at 160. And if Jamal Charlo go up to fight Canelo, I can scratch that off my list. And then that open up belts at 160 for the Boo Boo Andrade to come snatch up. And then Triple G got to come out of hiding. They trying to let him fight Mariota. Mariota is in a whole nother fucking country right now. He can't even get over here. So Andrade versus Triple G might as well happen. Or who ranked in the IBF mandatory? Who the number one IBF mandatory at 160 right now? We got to get some shit shaking and moving, man, with Triple G. You know what I mean? I do got a couple, agendas out here. Now, on my agenda now is motherfucking Joe Smith, and motherfucking Arthur Berterviev, because there's a lot of talking going on between these two camps. It's been that way for years. And this is a fight that I want to see. And I think it's an even better fight now, because I think Joe Smith better now than he was all them years ago. You know what I mean? I think he better now. So we got a better fight. But Berterviev a little older, Joe Smith a little better. So now the fight is more even. At first, I thought Berterviev might get Earl Taylor. My guy crushed the legs, and glad y'all good folks would come. Now the fight is more even. You get what I'm saying? So hell yeah, let's get this shit popping, man. Let's get this shit popping. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Light heavyweight battle. Means somebody probably going to sleep. Can y'all do your boy a favor when y'all come in? Can y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? If y'all haven't, when y'all slide on in the joint, and hit that like button. DS said, I think Boots can school Bud for real. School him? Oh no, man. That's a tall task, man. That's a tall task. Shout out to my guy Tyrone Spencer. Appreciate you sliding through this morning. This morning. I'm in here. Y'all I'm up early, G. I'm in here talking this good cause I got some business to take care of, type shit. Well, ain't no. I'm waiting on somebody. I'm just excited. I'm excited this morning, y'all. I'm excited. So I woke up early. I was like, fuck, I'm gambling. So let's go and get into it. I said, let me go and hit y'all with this info. I'm gonna be hitting y'all with some more info later too. What I'm gonna start doing, y'all, I'm gonna start making informational videos. I'm gonna come on, hit y'all with the info. My live, I'm gonna go live until until I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit. It's a certain quota I want to hit, so I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna hit my quota. Then I'm gonna go down. Then I'm gonna come back later on, hit y'all with more information. I'm gonna do informational certainties right now. I'm figuring out, how to do this shit, this certainty shit on the move, man. I'm learning as I go. I'm doing this shit as I go, y'all. So y'all bear with me. I'm trying to find my lane, as well, type shit with this shit. So I'm just finding how I want to work certainty, how I want to have it. Eventually, I'm gonna get y'all on a certain time schedule type shit. But right now, man, I hit y'all with this info when I can, man. What I'm doing now is I'm getting my grind back up. They used to call me Mr. Consistency. And I kind of feel like I didn't fell off a little bit. So I'm just getting my grind back up. I'm just trying to get my grind back up. But hell, we in this done talking about Clarissa Shields fight February 5th. We in this done talking about Joe Smith Jr. and Berterviev, being the real thing. They negotiating. They negotiating right now. So we probably gonna be looking out for that shit soon. You know what I mean? And I'm here talking about Stephen Shaw versus Joy Dawejko this weekend on this top rank card. They headlining the ESPN Plus card this weekend. Stephen Shaw and Joy Dawejko. You know what I mean? We might get a chance to get Stephen. We might have Stephen Shaw fall through the jump the weekend. You know how the marathons go. You never know who gonna fall through this jump. We might get him to fall through here. You never know. You know what I mean? But he fight this weekend on the top rank card. So I'm here, y'all. Yes, putting the news out there for people who might not know. I know y'all probably knew Chris Shields fight February 5th. I know y'all probably knew Arthur Berterviev and Joe Smith Jr. beefing. But I don't know if y'all knew that they got new talks now. You know what I mean? So they talking the fight now. So that fight is going to be next type deal. And I know y'all probably didn't know Joy Dawejko and Stephen Shaw, so I want to put y'all on their fight this weekend on ESPN Plus. You know what I mean? Good fight. Stephen Shaw is the undefeated American heavyweight, and I think he's one of the most slept on undefeated American heavyweights. You know what I mean? Stephen Shaw, one of the most slept on American heavyweights, and I'm one of the most slept on YouTubers. I'm finna roll me a blunt. Stephen Shaw, one of the most slept on American heavyweights, and I'm one of the most slept on American YouTubers. You feel me? But Stephen Shaw finna get this top rank shot. He went on PBC. Now he on top rank. It's a lot of young heavyweights on top rank right now. You got Tyson Fury on top rank. You got Jogba. You got Anderson. You got Dawejko. You got all those guys that motherfucking Anderson knocked out. You know what I mean? So I feel like Stephen Shaw is in the right motherfucking place to be right now. You feel me? He in the right place to be. You know what I'm saying? I think he about to make his mark. He about to make his name on boxing. And I think after this year, and for sure, like in the next year or two, Stephen Shaw not gonna no longer be the most slept on heavyweight. Just like in a year or two, I'm not gonna no longer be the most slept on YouTube. I think Stephen Shaw gonna be a motherfucking problem in the heavyweight division by the time he hit 30, 31 years old. You know what I mean? And you can say that that's too late, but not necessarily for a heavyweight. Stephen Shaw kind of is, he feel like he said to himself, he feel like, oh man, they move me slow, or he should have more fights. But I feel like that man right on time. You know what I mean? I feel like he right on time. He's seasoned. Dog. I don't think nobody fucking with him for real. Dude is the perfect mix of power and speed in one fighter. He used to be 270. He didn't drop down to 235. So imagine how strong he still is on top of how much faster he is right now. So she finna be good this weekend. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this shit. All the fights up, I'm excited about Clarissa. And then Clarissa Shields fighting Savannah Marshall next. Understand, y'all. We got Clarissa Shields fight coming up February 5th. Then she fights Savannah Marshall, the girl that beat her in the amateurs next. We got Arthur Berterviev and Joe Smith Jr. in talks, trying to get a fight deal, sign the fight next. You know what I mean? We got Stephen Shaw about to fight Joy Dawejko this weekend, but everybody know Bob Arum is a smart businessman. Bob Arum ain't signed Stephen Shaw for no reason. He signed Stephen Shaw with something in mind. Is this a Tyson Fury opponent? Is this a Jared Anderson opponent? I don't know. But guess what? As soon as after Stephen Shaw fight and he knock out Joy Dawejko, I'm asking the question on Southern T, and I can't wait to do it. Because after he win this fight on Top Rank this weekend, everybody gonna know who Stephen Shaw is, and then I can ask the question: oh, did Bob Arum bring Stephen Shaw in the Top Rank to fight Tyson Fury or Jerry Anderson? Let's talk about it. Because I'm telling you, this boy is nice, dog. This man is nice. I ain't gonna call him no motherfucking boy, because we the same age. I'm 30, he 29. This nigga is nice, bro. This nigga is nice. I'm telling y'all, be on the lookout for Stephen Shaw this weekend, man. Either there might be an announcement today that Tyson Fury is fighting Usyk for the undisputed. Yeah. I don't mean Stephen Shaw fighting Fury next. I'm saying like a future opponent because Tyson Fury on top right. You know what I'm saying? After he fight Alexander Usyk, is this an opponent for Big Baby? Is this an opponent for Fury? Is this an opponent for F.A. or Jogba? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So who knows what's going on? Like who knows why they brought the real reason they brought Stephen Shaw in? Can y'all do your boy a favor on the way in? Can y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't on the way in? Y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Y'all feel free to pop y'all shit. Yeah, case of what he said, I'll be back in about an hour. Have to drop girl off at work. Okay, bet, Tyrone. Bet. He said, damn it, man. Y'all up early. Yeah, we up early, case of war. I got to hit y'all with this info. I'm hitting y'all with the informational teas now. I'm giving y'all informational teas. I'm going to be on, however long I be on, hour, 2 or whatever. Hit y'all with the info. You know what I mean? However long I feel comfortable with until I hit my quota. And then, when I get some more info, I'm going to come back, flood y'all with the info, come back, boom, hit y'all with it again. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how we go do that, man. Again, I appreciate all y'all good folks sliding through. Make sure y'all come in. Y'all hit that like button. It's important, y'all. It's important, y'all, that y'all hit that like button for your boy. These particular lives right here gonna be no longer than an hour and a half. So it's imperative that y'all hit these like buttons. But I'm gonna be coming right back with the info. As soon as I get the info, like I could end this live in an hour and a half, right? I could get some more info in the next hour. I'll be right back on in another hour and a half, hitting you with some more info. Boom, 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 boom. That's how I'm gonna do my teas. Like, instead of dropping the videos, I'm gonna come bring y'all this shit live and direct. And that's how I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm never lacking or I'm never slacking on my shit. Whether I'm gonna be on the hour when I hit y'all with the info or 30 minutes when I hit y'all with the info. When y'all come in the gym, I need y'all to hit the like button, holler at your boy. I'm gonna hit y'all with the info, and then we go get up out this motherfucker. But really, I'm really trying to do it. I'm trying to see how I want to do this shit, but I need y'all to be interactive with me, just like I'm interactive with y'all. When I come on this jump, boom, just me being interactive with y'all. I need y'all to be interactive with your boy back. Hit the like button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. He's AJ is getting 15 mil for step aside. We go see. I'm waiting for it. Shout out to my guy, Leper Messiah. Appreciate you, Leper Messiah. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, fam. I'm still waiting to see on that, or I don't want to report nothing too early on that AJ news. That's why I ain't really been talking about it or reporting on it. But I'm waiting for it to, I'm waiting for the facts to come out, like, for it to be set in stone, you know what I mean, before I really get with it. Shout out my guy, PJ's Big Dog, sliding through this jump. PJ sliding through this jump, PJ's. Appreciate all y'all bosses, y'all kings, and all that good shit sliding through this jump this morning. Glad y'all good folks can make it. Can y'all kings do your boy a favor? Hit that like button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it. We in this motherfucker talking about the Richard Shields fight February 5th. Berterviev and Joe Smith Jr. Being in contract negotiations, and Stephen Shaw versus Dawejko this weekend, headlining the ESPN Plus card before the ESPN main card come on. Stephen Shaw was just on Tay Jones' show not too long ago. Then he came on BF TV show not too long ago. Shout out Stephen Shaw. I was actually trying to get Stephen Shaw on my show like months ago, and he actually said he was gonna come. I used to talk to Stephen Shaw. I can show y'all the Instagram message and shit. We used to talk and shit. He said he was gonna come, but it never happened, that way for whatever reason. But the man said he said he was gonna come. So I always been a fan of Stephen Shaw, just to be real with you. Like before he made his rounds or before this weekend or whatever type shit. I always, been a fan of him, tried to get him on here type deal. Didn't happen that way. But look, I'm finna show it to you. See, bro, this say August 2nd. I just want to show y'all that I've been trying to get Stephen Shaw on here. I just want to show y'all. Look, this shit say August 2nd. Ah, shit, I forgot. Ah, shit, hold on. Cardi, yeah, on my feet. Cardi, yeah, on my. There we go. Let me show y'all. See, I hear this Stephen Shaw like we had been See, me and Stephen Shaw, we had been hitting at each other like in August. See what I mean? So he said he was gonna come through a while back. He just August. You know what I mean? So it just never really happened like that though. But I've been trying to tell folks about this Stephen Shaw nigga for a minute, bro. Like, dude ass is the real. Like, like dude ass is the real. Like, it ain't no like. I ain't selling y'all no fluff. He fight this weekend though on the ESPN Plus card. I'm gonna call that motherfucker. I'm gonna put his picture up there type shit. I'm gonna put his name in the thing. Cause that boy has the real. He's at case. There you go, T. Make sure it's facts first. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, case. For I ain't putting out no false information on this joint. I ain't putting out no false information on this motherfucker. But yeah, we in this motherfucker cooking this morning on that tip. Y'all do your boy a favor, hit that like button, keep your boy in the mix. Y'all do your boy a favor, share that motherfucker to your friends. You know what I'm saying? All this good shit. Appreciate it. But shit, any info y'all want to ask your boy, feel free to ask your boy before we get up out of here. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this Berterviev and this Joe Smith situation because actually, you know what? I'm gonna cook a little bit. I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that Joe Smith Berterviev situation because that's something that's been brewing for a couple years, and I think that it's perfect timing for it. I think if there was ever going to be a time for Berterviev and Joe Smith, shit, the time is now. You know what I mean? Berterviev coming off the Marcus Brown win, Joe Smith coming off, his knockout win. Joe Smith putting out there in the world that shit, Berterviev kind of ducked him. You know what I mean? Whether it's true or not, he put it out there. Shit that he hit at Berterviev. He hit at Berterviev like shit 2 or 3 times, and he got no response from Berterviev and his side. You know what I mean? So that's saying the guy, to me, they're pretty much saying, a guy didn't want that smoke. If you're asking me, right? That what it sound like to me. And Berterviev team came out and answered today. Berterviev team just came out and answered today. You know what I mean? They said that's most definitely not the case. I got I have Berterviev in this fight. I have Berterviev in this fight pretty easily. I just saw a picture of Jamal Charlo. I just saw a picture of Jamal Charlo training for this Canelo Alvarez fight. Man, Jamal Charlo looking excellent shape, bro. That man looking excellent shape, bro. That man looking excellent shape. But hell yeah. I like to see Berterviev against Canelo. If Canelo beat Charlo and Berterviev beat Joe Smith, because that's what those are the fights that's next for those guys. Like pretty much those fights as good as done. Those fights pretty much good as done. If those two win their fights, you very well could see that. You very well could see Canelo versus Berterviev if they win their next fight. Very well. He said Canelo would KO Berterviev. Canelo would KO Charlo too. He said he better train harder than he ever trained in his life for this Canelo fight. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he looking good shape. He looking good shape right now. on that picture. Looking good. Say he look focused. As long as he focused, y'all. As long as Charlo focus, y'all, I'm cool with Charlo, bro. Cause there was a time when I didn't think no fighter in the world could beat Jamal Charlo. Like right when he was coming up to 160, like even at 160, you could say shit after Derevchenko even. You could say after Derevchenko even. I don't think nobody could have beat Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo hit a point where I feel like that he got too rich and then he got comfortable. You know what I mean? But I think a focused Jamal Charlo is gonna be tough to beat for anybody. A focused Jamal Charlo is a problem, man. For real. Like, and with the way he looking right there in that picture, with the way he just looked in that picture, y'all, man, boy, I don't know. I don't know if Canelo just, I don't know. We finna see though. I say this. See, Jamal Charlo ain't gonna be running nowhere. Jamal Charlo ain't the guy that run from you in the fight. Jamal Charlo ain't the fleetest for the boxer. So Canelo gonna have plenty of opportunity to knock him out. If he could knock him out, he gonna have the opportunity because Charlo ain't a runner. He ain't a Floyd Mayweather style boxer. Charlo gonna be there for you to fight him. Like you ain't gonna have to find Jamal Charlo. Like he gonna be right. He gonna be right there. You ain't gonna have to find that man. Like that man gonna be there is what I'm saying. Like my bad, y'all. Let me go turn that water off. Let me go get my sack so I can roll me another joint real quick. He said, I don't know, but Berterviev tough. He said Canelo on everything. He just definitely need to take Canelo serious. Yeah. He said, Canelo getting jacked. Yeah. Canelo been jacked for a while now, man. Canelo been jacked for a minute now. Man. At this point, shout out my guy Kondo Go. He just like my joint on the Instagram. Shout out my guy Kondo. I gotta start posting more on my gram consistently. Cause I go live and I just won't do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get my shit together this year. I'm getting my Southern T shit all the way together this year, y'all. Believe me, I'm getting my shit all the way together this year. I'm figuring out how I'm gonna hit y'all with this info. Like, what's the best way, to do it for me and for you guys. You feel me? Cause I do enjoy doing this shit. So my thing is just figuring out, like how. He said Canelo is a silverback gorilla on steroids. He a silverback gorilla juiced up to the gills. He a silverback gorilla juiced up to the gills. Shout out Canelo though. Canelo on my pound for pound. He number 6 in my pound for pound. I say this, man. Canelo can't get caught next to a steroid no more. He can't get caught next to a steroid. Cause ain't nobody gonna give him no more chances, man. Ain't nobody give him no more outs. The people already killed him. The people are already ready to kill him. If Canelo didn't have that if Canelo didn't have that steroid thing on his ground, wouldn't be nothing bad to say about Canelo at all. I swear. Because most people My bad. Because most people really was fans of Canelo. Most people really are fans of Canelo. We just not fans of the move that Canelo made. To be real with you, he said he blamed it on any Mexican state. Didn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But I don't want to talk about Canelo. I don't want to talk about Canelo on this joint. Shout out my guy MP. What the fuck? What's good? Shout out my. But now we can't talk about Canelo because he could very well possibly fight these guys, huh? Joe Smith and Berterviev. So we can talk about Canelo. He can't fight these guys because actually Canelo said after he fight Jamal Charlo that he going up to 175. That's exactly what he said, y'all. So we can't talk about Canelo because Canelo said after he fight Charlo, he going up to 175. He said that out of his own mouth. Like, this is exactly what the fuck he said. That's exactly what the fuck he said. So we could talk about Canelo. Shout out my guy MP. What the fuck? Glad you could make it home. I came on this morning to tell y'all about the Richard Shields fight February 5th against Kozan. I forgot, against Emma Kozan. This Berterviev and Joe Smith situation just got real. You got Joe Smith said before his fight that Berterviev kind of ducked him. They offered him 2 or 3 times and he ain't say nothing. You got Berterviev coming out yesterday saying, "No, that's not true. They asked me about to fight one time for you, and I said that's cool, and then we never heard nothing else about it. So we got them in the works. That fight is in the works. Berterviev versus Joe Smith Jr. is in the works. So we don't sit, wait, and watch for that fight.
Motion detector.
Yeah. So we don't see, wait. So we don't see, wait, and watch. So we don't see, wait, and watch for that fight. And then we got, he said, when Ryan Garcia is fighting. Now I'm hearing Ryan Garcia telling Tevin Farmer that he needs some more time. Bro, I'm hearing Ryan Garcia telling Tevin Farmer that he needs some more time right now. That's what I'm hearing on that news. Tevin Farmer said, this breaking news, Tevin Farmer. This is exactly what Tim Farmer said. Tim Farmer said this 8 hours ago. Matter of fact, after this sudden T, I'm gonna bring up this sudden T, this Tim Farmer Ryan Garcia joint, and I'm gonna ask some more shit with it, and we go get back into it. You know what I mean? Type shit. But he said I can guarantee that Ryan won't fight me, and I'm the biggest name after them all. He said he wants the biggest name, and I like Ryan. We fought on a couple cars together, but hey, still my youngin. He said Tim Farmer said 2 people I want to fight is Mickey Bay and Ryan Garcia. Tim Farmer said everybody asking me is Farmer versus Ryan happening. I wanted to, just waiting on a response. It's definitely been talks with Golden Boy Promotions in my team. So that's where we at on that, bro. Ryan Garcia, sound like Ryan Garcia don't really want to fight him. I'm gonna try to get Tim Farmer on this joint. So hell yeah, man. So now they jump probably ain't gonna happen. So we don't know when Ryan fighting Leaper. We don't really know right now. Shout out my guy MP. What the fuck? We don't really know. But Mickey Bay said I'll be ready for show. And Tevin Farmer said I like that energy. And Mickey Bay versus Tevin Farmer is a Devin Haney would be a Devin Haney promotion fight. I remember Devin Haney said he wanted that to be his first fight with Devin Haney Promotions, Mickey Vay versus Tim Farmer. He said, man, Ryan just needs to retire. Bad for the sport and business. I know these promoters ain't wasting time now with him. He said, we need to vote bitch ass Ryan out of boxing. For real, though, this shit getting crazy. But yeah, he ain't even trying to fight Tevin no more. This shit came straight from Tevin. Y'all know I only quote shit. Y'all know at this point, Southern T only quote shit directly from boxers and directly from their teams. That shit came directly from Tevin Farmer. You can go to Tevin Farmer Twitter right now, and that shit is up there. Ryan Garcia ain't even, he not, bro. When I heard Ryan Garcia versus Tevin Farmer, niggas told me that fight was slow. I was excited about that fight because I know that's a damn good fight. I talked to Tay Jones, nigga. Tay Jones called my phone, nigga. Me and Tay Jones talked the other day. We was talking about Ryan and Tevin. Bro, we both was like, nigga, Tay Jones said it to me like, he said to me like, I thought Ryan was gonna win or something. That might say, hey, fool, everybody thinking Tevin, Ryan finna knock Tevin. Now that ain't gonna be just no easy fight for Ryan. I said, Tay, nigga, I think Tevin gonna beat him. He was like, fool, that's what I'm saying. I said, bro, we on the same page, bro. I knew that shit was too good to be true, y'all. I knew that shit was too good to be true, y'all. Because that would have gave Tevin Farmer too much juice coming back. That would have juiced Tevin Farmer right back up, bro. And I be trying to be nice about it with Ryan, bro. I be trying to, dog. Ryan, see, bro, that shit need his own certainty, bro. That shit need his own certainty. So you know what? I did my information on this. I did my information on this certainty. I told y'all about Shields fight on the 5th. I told y'all that Berterviev and goddamn, I told y'all Berterviev and goddamn Joe Smith Jr. in negotiations right now. They hitting at each other. I told you that Stephen Shaw, newly signed the Top Rank, fight this weekend. I'm calling that fight this weekend. I'm going to try to get Stephen Shaw to come through this weekend on his own card Saturday. Try to have G5. What's good, G5? Shout out my nigga G5. Be just sliding through this joint. I told y'all that he fighting Dawejko. Now, what I'm finna do is, y'all hit this like button. I'm finna go down. I'm finna hit y'all with some more info. I'm finna hit y'all with this Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk information about, a fight announcement. I'm finna hit y'all with this Ryan Garcia and Tevin Farmer update on that fight. Tevin Farmer updated from himself. And I want to talk about how I think the Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer fight is some shit that we should happen anyway, and how that's a Devin Haney promotion fight. And I think that that's some shit that they should go ahead and, pop out. But yeah, man, Ryan ain't trying to fight nobody, man. Yeah, you did say that, Pop. I was just trying to, I kind of knew he wasn't though, because I knew he was too good to be true, because it made too much sense. It was too good of a fight. The fight made sense, too good of a fight. It made too much sense. Ryan could lose. It was just too good to be, basically, it was just too good to be true. It was one of those too good to be true type deals. It was one of those too good to be true type deals with Ryan Garcia. That's crazy. That shit just kind of upset me reading that shit. That shit just kind of upset me. I ain't even forget Ryan his own fucking story. Fuck Ryan. I'm just staying this motherfucker in it and just cuss his ass out on here, cuz I ain't finna give him his own motherfucking segment no more. I done gave him that one segment that time. I ain't give him another segment. He keep ducking motherfuckers. Not finna keep putting Ryan Garcia up on my certainty for no reason. I be just doing what everybody else doing, just putting his ass up there because he Ryan Garcia. I ain't putting his ass up there no more. I ain't finna talk about it. We gonna talk about this shit in here. But Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay need to go and do what they was finna do anyway. I'm that Devin Haney. On that Devin Haney promotion card. Either he coming off a long layoff. Tevin Farmer ain't the guy to be fighting. Tevin Farmer coming off a long layoff too. The fight makes sense. The fight, top dog. The fight makes sense when you really think about it. Top. Tevin Farmer coming off a 2-year layoff. Ryan coming off a year layoff. Tevin Farmer, a big name. Ryan, a big name. Tevin Farmer is a noticeable name. Ryan Garcia is a noticeable name. It makes sense. Layoff, noticeable name. You know what I'm saying? Winnable fight for each fighter. 50-50 fight. 50-50 fight. Why the fuck can fights like this not happen, bro? Why the fuck can't we get this fight to happen? Why? Ryan, bro, and really, y'all, we gotta stop. We gotta stop entertaining Ryan Garcia, dog. Shout my nigga G5. We gotta stop entertaining Ryan Garcia, dog. Like, and Ryan Garcia, one of them niggas, a nigga want to win. Nigga want to see Ryan Garcia win. Nigga want you to do good because you bring in the casuals. Ryan Garcia bring in a casual fan. When Ryan Garcia get 30, his fans gonna be old enough to buy his tickets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia bring in casuals, bro. You bring attention to this shit because you do all that extra shit out the ring and shit, all them baby mamas and shit, women now. You do all that shit out, so you bring attention to yourself in the sport, nigga. And you, bro, this nigga, bro. I'm sick of this nigga, bro. How many people is there that you pulled out? How many fights is that this man done pulled out, bro? How many fights this man done got us hyped for and pulled out these motherfuckers? I'm tired of getting excited for Ryan Garcia fights and them bitches not happening. You know what I mean? He said Ryan is a cow. My nigga Pop said Ryan is a cow. Top Dog said facts. Yeah, damn, Tim Farmer ain't fighting in a minute. Yeah. They both coming out playoffs. He said, I've been start fucking with him. He a fucking clown. He an actor. Bro, he most definitely an actor. That's his real job. He an Instagram actor, bro. Bro, this shit, wow. The nigga can fight, though. The little nigga can fight. The little nigga got potential. I say that. The little nigga got potential. The little nigga hands quick as a bitch. The little nigga got potential. The little nigga really probably done, bro. How the fuck you let Luke Campbell shake your world up like this, bro? How the fuck you let a nigga like Luke Campbell shake your world up like this, fool? You let a nigga like Luke Campbell send you on this spiral? Bro, Tevin Farmer got knocked out by Pedraza. He got knocked down by a couple niggas, man. Niggas ain't built. Niggas ain't built for this shit. Niggas like Tevin Farmer, they built for shit like this, man. They built for this shit. Tevin Farmer took hella losses in life. Nigga got shot in the hand. Took hella losses in boxing. Keep ticking. You ain't never heard Tevin Farmer cry mental illness. Never heard Tevin Farmer say something wrong with his mental illness. No shit like that. Come on, man. Ryan Garcia, you need to sit the fuck down. You need to fight, bro. Ryan Garcia, you need to fight exhibition matches. You need to call Jake Paul, call Logan Paul, call Jake Paul, call Nate Robinson, call Kendall Gill, call Frank Gore, call Darren Williams, call who else you could call? Call Anderson Silva, call Vitor Belfort, call Frank Mir. Call one of them, bro. Because you a joke, bro. I'm done. I'm not giving you your own segment. I'm not putting no information out about you. I'm not giving you your own segment. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna talk my shit about you right here under this segment because somebody asked about you. And I hate to even ask about you, but the good thing to ask about you is we got some Tevin Farmer talk out of it. So that's the good part about it. He said, man, Ryan is decent, but nothing special. Ryan is full of estrogen. Right. He said Ryan full of estrogen. Right. He said he got hella potential. Then he in training camp with Canelo. Come on, man. If fighters that would love to be in Ryan. Right, bro. It's fighters that would kill to be in a lot of these folks' positions, just not Ryan. And that's why I'm not as hard on Canelo as, you know, a lot of other people. I'm hard on Canelo, but not as hard because Canelo get a lot of opportunities and shit. But Canelo actually, you know, sees his opportunities. He take advantage of his opportunities. You know, he get the opportunities and he take them. A nigga like Ryan Garcia got all the opportunities in the world, and his scary ass won't even take them. He won't even take them. Canelo fighting Austin Trout was an opportunity. You know, niggas didn't know he was gonna win that fight. He ended up winning. Canelo fighting Lara was an opportunity. Niggas didn't know Canelo was gonna win that fight. You know, he ended up winning on the cards. I think Lara won, but it is what it is. You know, whatever. Canelo ended up winning. But I'm giving Canelo credit for even taking those opportunities. Ryan Garcia get opportunities. Fight Tank, didn't take it. Fight Devin, didn't take it. Fight Fortuna, didn't take it. Fight JoJo, didn't take it. Fight Tim Farmer, didn't take it. Bro, what the fuck is up with you, bro? You know why we fuck with Oscar De La Hoya? You know why Oscar De La Hoya can wear fishnets and say all that shit and do cocaine and all that shit he say, and people still love him and fuck with him and talk about him and watch his fights and watch what he say and listen to what he say, even though sometimes his beings ain't always the best, but we still listen to everything Oscar De La Hoya do and say because he fought motherfuckers. He fought them niggas. He wasn't scared of them niggas. He got in the ring with them niggas. Canelo not so much as late, but early in his career, he got in the ring with them niggas. Ryan Garcia, you not even getting in the ring with these niggas. Boy, pull your skirt down. Pull your skirt down, Ryan. Pull that bitch all the way down. Pull your motherfucking skirt down, man. He said, good morning. Looks like Tyron is going to set up Stephen Shaw to get fed to Jerry Anderson soon. I don't think it's a feeding. I don't think it's a feeding. I don't think it's a feeding, my boy. That's a good fight for Jerry. Shout out my guy Alex Alberto G. That's a good fight for him. Yep, shout out my guy Alex Alberto G. He just sliding on in with that good on topic news. Yeah, Alex, I don't think it's a feat. It's a good fight. We gonna talk about it after Stephen Shaw fight this weekend. I'm gonna talk about it. Trust me. We go talk about it. Shout out my guy Al Green sliding through this joint. Appreciate you sliding through this joint, Al Green. If y'all the underdog this weekend, Al Green, I'm betting on y'all. If y'all the underdog this weekend, Al Green, I'm betting on y'all. Sure is. Y'all do your boy a favor when y'all sliding on in. Can y'all slide on in and hit that like button for your boy? Whether you stand for a long time or you just, moonlighting or you just coming through to say what's up. Can y'all hit that like button for your boy when you slide on through? Greatly appreciate it. We'll greatly appreciate it. We'll even more appreciate if y'all could just share the jump to one person, share it on the Facebook or something like that, share something like that. We'll greatly appreciate it. We'll greatly appreciate it. My man T up in this big jet. Shout out my guy D-Man Jr. Had to wake up, hit y'all with this news real quick. Hit y'all with news. Won't be doing hitting y'all with the informational videos and all that good shit. Wow. Somebody just showed me a video of Muhammad Ali trolling Sonny Liston and Sonny Liston fired out some blanks. And Sonny Liston fired out some blanks at Muhammad Ali, dog. That's crazy. Al Green said 7-point underdog. Shout out my guy Al Green. He said, I'm excited for this next Tank versus Riley press conference. When is the press conference, Alex? When Tank Riley press conference? When the Tank Riley press conference, y'all? He that be coming. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good, D man. It's all good, D man. I just see you this morning. Hit y'all with the information. Hit y'all with this info. Y'all know the good old folks. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know the good old folks gonna come on at they good old time this morning. Mr. Fernand, Drew, all that good shit. I just wanted to come and hit y'all with this info this morning. The man that Clarissa Shields fight February 5th. You know, that fight already locked in. You know, the UK has stopped their fights, but it's back on. Hit y'all with the info that Berterviev and I was gonna say Bivol. That Berterviev and Joe Smith Jr. are in contract talks, you know, right now for a fight. So be looking out for that heavyweight, that light heavyweight unification. And to hit y'all with Stephen Shaw and George Dawejko. George Dawejko will be fighting this weekend on the top ranked card. They'll be headlining. They'll be the main event of the ESPN Plus card. They'll be the last fight on the ESPN Plus card this weekend. Stephen Shaw. I might get Stephen Shaw to slide through the building. I'm gonna try, so you know, be on the lookout. You know how it go on Saturday marathons on Southern T. You never know who you go see. You know what I mean? Saturday marathons at Southern T. You never know who you go see. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all y'all good folks sliding through this junk. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all good folks, you know, cash outs welcome, super chats welcome. Cash outs work better than the super chats. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Hitting y'all with that good info this morning though. I ain't gonna be. He said, all my bread going on the one they sleep on. The one they sleep on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's finna get good, man. Let me check out my best this morning. I made some best this morning. I bet on overseas basketball today. The first game popped off at 5:35. That's why I was up so early. I'm gambling early this morning. I made some overseas basketball. I'll be betting on all kinds of shit, y'all. See my team losing and getting their head busted up. Okay, they starting to come back now. They been losing. Ain't much on it. Ain't my way right now at the moment. I'm my way right now at the moment. He said he think Canelo going to watch the Makabu fight this weekend. Hell yeah, he go watch it. Hell yeah, he go watch it. Hell yeah, he go watch it. When you doing big shit, little nigga, they supposed to hate. He's in his silk pajama. Right. Shout out Canelo. I'm gambling, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, yeah, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all just want to come and hit y'all with the info. I ain't gonna be on long this morning. I just want to come in and tell y'all that. Be on the lookout for this shit. I'm gonna go back live a little later. Then once I get some more shit come through my wire, I'm going back live. These just gonna be random, y'all. Like any time of the day, I literally could come on again in 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Type of shit. But when I get this shit and I feel like it's worthy of dropping it, I'm gonna come on this shit. I'm gonna drop this shit for y'all. Y'all good folks. Do your due diligence for your boy. Y'all tell a friend, share this junk, like, subscribe, all that good shit. Skin Hardaway, Sudden T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look.